You have the selected card between the two red aces. A nice variation is, instead of using the ace of spades, you have two selected cards. You have two selected cards, you control both to the top of the deck. Let's say the ace of spades and the five of clubs, the five of hearts. You steal at the same time, with the same method, the first card, move the top ace on top of the deck, place these two cards as one on top, riffle the deck, and there is the first selected card that appears face up between the two red aces. You leave it on the table and you take a break below the first card, which is the other selected card, square the two aces and steal it, and now you perform the switch like before. So that in this case, the first card apparently goes between the two red aces, but really the first card appears once again face up in the middle of the deck, and the second card appears between the two red aces. Thank you, Tom. I was a little bit late today. I was reading a book on levitation. I couldn't put it down. So good. Please, Roberta, take any card. Any card. I know these jokes are so pathetic, but someone is going to use them. Please show the card to everyone. To your friends. I'm not your friend. Okay, that's okay. I understand that. I understand that. And once again, Joe, I will ask you to pick one card by saying stop while I shuffle it. I shuffle the deck. Stop. There is your card. Are you happy with that? You
Yes.
The four of clubs. So one card is totally unknown. I haven't seen it. You are the only one who knows, and the people at home, and the other one I can see it as well. I will find your cards in a very easy way. Actually, it's not easy, but it's very fast. I will find the card in less than 3 seconds. Ready? You can count.
1, 2, 3.
Are these the two cards? Yes? Oh, yes. So, thank you so very much. This is the easiest trick probably to perform and also to explain, because I've already explained everything. You need to control two cards, one face up, second from the top, and one on top. So I control the first card to the top of the deck, and I already explained that. And then you perform the Braui reversal, so you have the first selected card face down at the bottom of the deck, and then with the Indo shuffle and a stop, you perform a double undercut with the top card. So one card is face down on top, and the second card is second from the top, face up. And then you perform a slight variation of Enfield slip cut, and I do it in slow motion now. You cut half of the deck, keep the thumb on top, and at the same time flip it over. So you push, you move the top half upward, and you flip over the top card, so that, and you place the two half on the table. This is the action, like this, 1 and 2, and you produce the two cards. Very, very easy. Actually, you can do this on the hands of the spectator. You don't need a table. It's wonderful for walk-around situation. It's also very flashy. Please, would you like to cut the deck into 3 approximately equal piles? I said it correctly this time. I love to do this trick. This one, my father's favorite trick. Oh, I miss that guy. When I was a baby, he used to throw me up in the air and answer the phone. Ah, beautiful. Please eliminate 2 of these packets. Okay. Yeah. Now cut these into 3 approximately equal piles as well. So we are narrowed down a little bit. That's beautiful. That's fantastic. Oh, I don't know exactly how many cards you have in each packet. This is, yeah, that's good. Please, Roberta, pick up 1 packet, and Joe do the same. Now I usually do this with 3 spectators, but I will be the 3rd spectator this time. People at home, they will understand. They can do this actually with several other spectators, but it's okay. Please shuffle the packet as much as you want, and look at the bottom card. I show it as well. Please show the bottom card, so that will be your selected card, remember it. Now I assume that you, if you want to be here today, is because you also would like to be a magician or to be able to do some tricks. You will be able to do this with me. Please hold the packet like this in your left hand and spell the word magician by placing one card from top to the bottom for each letter of the word. Let's do it together. M-A-G-I-C-I-A-N. Okay? And I want to emphasize the fact that we don't really know exactly how many cards we have. Probably you counted yours. I didn't even count mine, but maybe you have 4, maybe you have 5, maybe you have 7. I mean, they're completely different. Please place the top card on the table now. The next one is placed below, on the next on the table, and the next below on the table. Below on the table. You do this until you have only one card. My card was the 8 of diamonds. What was your card?
Jack of hearts.
Yes. And yes, you are magicians. Peter Duffy, my friend from Scotland, a country where they still believe there is a monster in a lake. And after I've seen the amount of whiskey and beer they drink over there, I don't blame them. They can see many monsters, but that's another story. Peter is a master of this kind of thing. The trick is based on a trick by Alex Emsley called Australian Self-Help. And you need 3 packets. Actually, you can do with 4. You can use 4 spectators, 3 spectators, 2 spectators, but let's do with 3 spectators the way I did during the trick. You need a little bit more than 3 cards, actually more than 3 cards, and less than 8 cards. That's it. Otherwise the trick will not work. So the idea is to have the spectator cut the deck into 3 packets approximately alike, the same size, and then he eliminates 2 packets and he leaves 1, and he cuts these 3 into 3 approximately equal packets. That's it. And in this way you are almost 100%, not almost 100%, that you don't have more than 8 cards and you have more than 3. Okay, now just to explain, it's automatic, you don't have to do much. I'm going to use a different amount of packets of cards, so you can see, let's say 3, 4, 5, 6 cards with this, 5 with this, and 4 with this one. Okay, but I repeat, it doesn't really matter until it's more than 3 or more, or 8 or no more. The spectators shuffle the packet and they look at the bottom card. I leave it face up so you see what happened. Okay. For the trick to work, you have to move 8 cards, always 8, from top to bottom. That's it. You can use the word magician, you can use your last name, if it happens to have 8 letters, the spectator names, if you work for trade shows, the company name, and so on, and you move 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, from top to bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, spelling the name and so on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and no matter what, you eliminate the cards always by placing the top on the table, the next underneath, the top on the table, and the next underneath, and believe me or not, the last card is always the bottom card, no matter how many cards each packet contains. That's it. It's always the last card. Thank you, Peter. This is great. By the way, if you are sure, with a little ingenuity, you can do this on the phone, over the phone with a friend or a couple of friends. It's really good. I realize that sooner or later, slowly, I'm going to introduce to you all my family. My father, my grandmother, she died, she was 104 years old. But they saved the baby. I will place, actually we still have a card reversing the deck, but it's okay. 4 cards on the table. Okay, let me see. Yes, these 4 cards on the table. Yes, and I will remove 1 card. Ah, there is the one. The Queen of Clubs. Okay. Of course, in a deck of cards, we don't have another Queen of Clubs, but we have a card that is very similar to this one. It's the Queen of Spades, some color, some value. For example, we call them mate, something like this. The Eight of Diamonds, the mate of the Eight of Diamonds would be the Eight of Hearts, and so on. One of these four cards, believe me or not, is the Queen of Spades. Roberta, would you like to point at any of these cards? This one, you don't want to change it, this will be your card.
No, I think that'll be fine.
That will be fine. I'm going to take it like you could have taken this one or this one or this one. You took that one, and it's the Queen of Spades.
Oh my God.
All your applause. Oh, you are. No, it's okay. It's okay. I know what your silent and devious questions is. Are all the cards the same? No, they're not. No, you don't believe me. No, they're all aces.
Oh
You picked the only queen. The only queen. But look, the two queens are face up now in the middle of the deck, and they have captured one card, and it's the